Hello there and welcome back. Tonight we will explore a gentle journey titled Fall Asleep with the Moon's Gentle Influence, a cosmic dance with Earth vertical bar facts about the Moon. Take a deep, calming breath and settle in as we begin this tranquil narration. Let your mind drift to a serene image of the Moon's graceful presence in the sky, softly illuminating the darkness with a cool, silvery glow. In this relaxed state, we invite you to let go of the day's concerns and simply follow along as we unravel the story of Earth's faithful companion. The Moon, formed billions of years ago by a tumultuous cosmic collision, quietly watches over us, influencing not only the gradual tides that sweep across our shores, but also the very stability of Earth's axial tilt. Imagine the rim of the Moon rising gently over Earth's curved horizon, a delicate glow outlining its battered surface, while in the distance, countless stars shimmer in the vast quiet of space. In these silent depths, the Moon hangs suspended in a graceful cosmic dance, faithfully locked with our world. As we float through this guided reverie, we might softly echo the thought of fall asleep with 7 calming mysteries of Earth's faithful companion, though we'll allow the details to unfold at a soothing pace, free from any rush or urgency. The story begins with the ancient origins of the Moon, which emerged around 4.5 billion years ago. Scientists believe that a large object collided with the early Earth, ejecting molten debris high above the surface. Over time, this hot matter coalesced into a molten sphere swirling in orbit, gradually cooling and solidifying into the familiar form we see today. Picture, if you will, the tumultuous chaos of such a collision, followed by the slow stillness of settling dust, until the newborn Moon was left shining in the darkness. Centuries passed and the Moon's surface continued to evolve, battered by meteor impacts that formed numerous craters across its face. Some of these craters would later fill with dark basaltic rock known as mare or maria, which appear like wide shadowy plains when viewed from afar. These maria, Latin for seas, were once mistaken for bodies of water. In truth, they are solidified lava flows, ancient remnants of a more volatile period in the Moon's history. And yet, there is something about their dusky expanse that can stir our imaginations. We can float through these mature craters and seas in our minds, exploring surfaces unmarked by weather or erosion, for there is no air or flowing water to wear away the scars of ancient cataclysms. The Moon holds each mare and crater as a timeless record of cosmic history, which it has preserved with quiet diligence. As our vision drifts over its face, we may notice how serene it all appears, suspended in a vacuum that muffles any sound. The Moon's importance lies far beyond its nature as a beacon of nighttime radiance. In a subtle but significant way, it stabilizes Earth's axial tilt. That means that as our world spins on its axis, completing one turn every 24 hours, the Moon's gravitational pull helps keep that tilt from wandering too drastically. Without the Moon's steadying effect, Earth's tilt could shift dramatically over countless years, potentially sending climates into chaos. Instead, our seasons remain relatively predictable, creating an environment in which life as we know it could thrive. In this sense, the Moon is more than a silent bystander in the sky. It is a guardian, ensuring Earth's orientation remains favorable for the living beings it nurtures. Another gentle nudge of the Moon's presence is found in the rhythmic call of the ocean's tides. As it orbits our home, its gravitational pull causes water to bulge along the axis facing it, creating high tides that shift with each lunar day. On the opposite side of Earth, a second bulge forms due to inertia, resulting in 2 high tides and 2 low tides within a relatively short span of time. This daily cycle of rising and receding waters influenced the earliest life forms, drawing them onto beaches and tidal flats, encouraging adaptations that led to life's grand diversification. Over immense stretches of time, the continuing heartbeat of tides sculpted coastlines, shaped ecosystems, and guided the migration of countless marine creatures. If you let your mind meander along a gently sloping beach at twilight, you can almost sense that silent pull, feel the water lapping at the shore, drawn forward by the moon's subtle hand. All the while, this companion never truly turns away from us. Its synchronous rotation means that the same face forever points toward Earth, resulting in our familiar near side and the more mysterious far side. This phenomenon occurs because the moon completes one rotation on its axis in precisely the same time it takes to orbit Earth once. Over centuries of tidal interactions, the rotation slowed and eventually matched its orbital period, creating a locked dance of cosmic harmony. When you glimpse that luminous disk in the sky, you can trust that the gentle face you see is the same visage ancestors beheld, quietly reflecting sunlight throughout the ages. One of the peaceful wonders of gazing at the moon is noticing its phases, from the slender crescent that appears just after sunset to the striking fullness of a bright lunar orb. These phases cycle over about 29.5 days, known as one synodic month. Each stage offers a unique glimpse of the moon's relationship to the sun's light. When you see a new moon, it is essentially between Earth and the sun, with the near side cloaked in shadow. After a couple of nights, a faint crescent emerges, showcasing a thin slice of illumination. As nights pass, that arc gently widens until half the moon is illuminated, a quarter phase. It continues deepening until it culminates in a full moon shining over the land and bathing nighttime scenes in a pale glow that can be bright enough to cast shadows. Then the light recedes in reverse order, eventually retreating back to a thin crescent, before disappearing once again into the new moon. These shifting phases have captivated minds for millennia, with early civilizations creating calendars tied to the moon's cycle and forming stories to interpret its waxing and waning light. Let the steady progression of these phases soothe thought, illustrating the inevitability of change and renewal in the cosmos. Drifting onward through this late-hour reflection, we might contemplate the quiet fact that the moon is slowly slipping away from Earth. Measurements have shown it is receding at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters each year. That may not seem like much, a distance smaller than your average finger's width, but over geological spans of time, it adds up to a considerable shift. Far in the future, this distancing may affect tidal cycles or the precise length of our days. Yet for our current moment, the moon remains close enough to guide the seas and quiet enough to remind us that it is loyal to its cosmic role. As you picture this gentle dance, imagine the moon pivoting around the Earth, tethered by gravity, even as it edges ever so slightly away. Perhaps the simplest pleasure derived from the moon's presence is the act of watching moonlight fall upon a nocturnal landscape. There's a calm sincerity in the beams that filter through clouds or reflect off snowy terrain, a hint of magic that enamored poets and travelers in centuries past. In the hush of a night illuminated by a full moon, there is a sense of timelessness, as though the centuries of human history that passed before were only glimpses in this subtle silver glow. Let these images of quiet moonlit paths or softly lit oceans lull your mind and body, reminding you that the natural world carries on its calm cycles no matter the bustle of our daily human routines. If we dive deeper into the moon's surface features, we find an extraordinary laboratory for studying the early solar system. The ground is covered in rocks that have hardly changed for eons, aside from being bombarded by smaller meteoroids. Without an atmosphere to protect it, the moon's face has seen millennia of impacts, preserving a record that Earth, with its active tectonics and weather, cannot match. Indeed, lunar soil, often called regolith, bears the imprints of micrometeorites and frequent collisions. Its dusty grains are sharp and abrasive, a challenge encountered by astronauts during orbital missions. Yet these very particles hold within them clues to the broader story of how our cosmic neighborhood formed. Those who traverse the lunar surface describe an unearthly combination of tranquility and immensity, endless plains interrupted by crater rims, stones scattered by ancient blasts, and beneath one's boots lies only the silent dust. At night, one feels an almost infinite hush, with no rustling wind or distant hum. When you begin to imagine how quiet it must be, it's almost lulling, a sense that you could drift into a slumber beneath a blanket of stars while resting on an open plain of craters. Such dreams, though, come with an understanding that we rely on specialized suits and technology to survive there, because the moon is not hospitable to life as we know it. Still, in the comforting atmosphere of our storytelling, we can peacefully roam there in our thoughts, letting each step stir just enough dust to halo around our feet, glowing faintly in the gentle reflected light. In addition to shaping our tides, the moon's role in our planet's story extends to life's beginnings. Some scientists propose that stable tides nudged the earliest organisms to navigate the shore, inching their way closer to land, forging the transition from water to land-based habitats. Under repeated tidal flooding and drying, life forms adapted and diversified until terrestrial animals roamed continents and air-breathing creatures took flight. The moon's influence, subtle though it was, played a supporting role in life's cosmic theater. Let this serve as a reminder that Earth does not exist in isolation, but is intricately woven into relationships among celestial bodies. Our nighttime companion stands as a visible sign of that interconnection. If you look at old myths and legends, so many cultures revered the moon, weaving it into their lore. It was often personified as a deity, protecting nocturnal travelers or watching over lovers who met beneath the moonlight. Some stories interpret its phases as a cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, reflecting the continuation of nature's processes. Others connect it with fertility, harvest, or the shifting patterns of the seasons. Perhaps you felt that soft glow overhead on a quiet night, sensing an ancient comfort that guided ancestors as they navigated long, dark roads. Through these stories, the moon formed a central part of many traditions. Even modern observers are enthralled. Photographers patiently wait to capture the breathtaking moment a full moon rises above distant hills, painting the sky with a pearly lumen. Artists and writers lose themselves in trying to convey the fleeting beauty of moonbeams on calm water. Musicians compose melodies reminiscent of that faint shimmer in the sky. Each creation speaks to the moon's ongoing influence on human expression. When you grow tired, you might find yourself lulled by the cycles of change and consistency that the moon embodies. Nothing in its presence is forceful, and yet its impact is profound. Holding these concepts lightly, we can continue our calm reflection, imagining the open sky overhead, the hush of evening descending, and a luminous orb steadily rising to watch over the stillness. In your mind's eye, you might envision a vantage point high above Earth's horizon, where you see the faint curvature of the globe shimmering with soft blues, while the moon arcs gracefully not far away. That sight can be witnessed by satellites or explorers traveling above the atmosphere, but for now we create it as a dreamlike panorama, a place of peace where cosmic perspective replaces our daily scramble. In forging this image, we keep in mind the gentle invitation to drift. The moon rises, Earth revolves, tides ebb and flow, and centuries slip past. The cratered surface of the moon remains, quietly vigilant, while life on Earth evolves and shifts with each passing epoch. With each calm breath, allow your muscles to loosen, your mind to decelerate, and your focus to settle on the idea that the world has always spun beneath this silent sentinel. We recognize, too, how the moon's comforting glow can lead us into contemplation of time's continuum. This orb has seen dinosaurs walk the earth, watched the slow emergence of humankind, and guided explorers who once followed the night sky by boat or on foot, using the moon as their gentle nocturnal compass. Generations of storytellers drew near to that lunar glow, letting its pale light inspire them to dream of realms beyond. Allow yourself now to be part of that grand lineage of watchers, those who tilt their eyes skyward and feel, even briefly, an ineffable connection to something vast and let that connection signal that you can set aside daily worries and allow the hush of the night to blanket your thoughts. The journey we take must eventually circle back to the idea of rest. As you prepare for peaceful slumber, the moon is there, quietly ensuring that tomorrow's tilt of the earth, tomorrow's sun, tomorrow's environment will still align in familiar ways. It silently fosters stability so that life can continue to flourish. Meanwhile, it reveals its timeless processes in slow rotation, one that lines up precisely with the duration of its orbit. Each full moon, each new moon, each quarter phase, all mark subtle signposts in the calendar that has guided humanity for millennia. And through every stage, the moon's mild luminosity stands as a reminder of cosmic continuity. Should you find your thoughts wandering, that's fine. Drifting thought. When the bright full moon climbs high, we appreciate that shimmering brightness. When it nears the horizon, we can marvel at the illusion, making it look enormous, or tinted with a faint amber hue. It's the same moon, but every stage and angle offers a fresh perspective. In some soft sense, the moon is a mirror, reflecting not only the sun's light, but also the sentiments we project upon it. Where we feel wonder, it returns mystery. Where we seek guidance, it proves steadfastness. Where we simply need a reason to pause and breathe, the moon beckons us to gaze upward. Now consider that your breathing has likely grown slower, your body more relaxed. Perhaps your eyelids are heavier as you drift into the natural calm we can find when focusing on these gentle phenomena. Indeed, countless dreamers across time have looked to the moon for comfort, letting images of lunar seas and distant craters blur into the background as they slipped into slumber. In an age saturated with artificial lights and busyness, the unhurried glow of the moon remains a constant friend. Still, it is not entirely unaffected by time. Those measurements of its slow departure speak quietly of change, reminding us that stability and motion coexist. Even though the distance grows incrementally, the bond between Earth and moon remains strong. For as long as we can foresee, the moon will be there, shining, guiding, stable. It's a faithful partner in the cosmic war, tracing patterns of shadow and light that we can rely upon far into tomorrow. In your resting mind now, let these understandings mingle, releasing any tension that may be caught in your muscles. letting your breath be gentle and deep. Think of the brilliance of a full moon perched near the apex of the sky, the soothing hush it casts over silent forests or calm shorelines. Let the hush seep into you as well, wrapping you in serenity as you sink deeper into rest. The hush of empty space around the moon can underscore the importance of quiet in our own life. In that identity of quietness, we might sense that life's complexities are momentarily set aside, and from that vantage, Earth's faithful companion is a silent observer, turning the same face to us each day. This enduring gaze helps us sense that some rhythms remain reassuringly consistent. We rest in that consistency. Nothing is demanded of us except that we be present, watchful if we like, or drifting off if we choose. If you imagine traveling closer to the moon in thought, let yourself be carried by the motion of a slow, mesmerizing circle around the cratered surface. You notice the washes of gray and black marking volcanic plains. Fine dust gathers in footprints left behind by explorers, footprints that remain for years in the absence of wind. Boulders perched near crater rims stand as monuments to ancient collisions. This world is quiet, bathed only by faint echoes of distant starlight and sunlight that bounce from Earth. You drift around, untroubled and unhurried. When you have circled half its circumference in your mind, Earth emerges on the horizon, curved and radiant with swirling patterns of light that the moon itself will never experience. You see the synergy of these two bodies, locked together in their cosmic dance. Your vantage is one of peace, simply observing, as time glides on. While we float in this calm imagery, we can reflect on the phases that overshadow daily concern. Our night sky transitions from new moon's darkness to a gleaming half-moon perched overhead, then culminating in a full disk that commands attention, only to reduce again to a mere sliver. Through it all, the sky remains a tapestry of subtle transformations, reflecting how nature's cycles are unstoppable yet unhurried. So too can we accept that in our own lives we pass through phases of activity and fullness and intent, attention and renewal, all as part of an endless cosmic routine. The moon is a teacher in this sense. It quietly shows how to accept each stage with gentle grace. Perhaps that acceptance can ease our hearts, letting us give ourselves permission to drift and dream. The concept of drifting calls to mind the mesmerizing detail that each year the moon inches away from Earth by a tiny amount, over epochs and the specifics of time. But this is such a long process that from a perspective, we can only appreciate the minimal changes in specialized motion. On human time scales, it might as well be in the quiet you're embracing now. There is something comforting about it. We can mirror that pace in relaxation, letting each thought change through. Even as you listen to this reflection, your own mind may be entering that transitional space between waking and resting. The moon fills the night informed as
We can mirror it, mirror it, mirror it, mirror it, mirror. This unwavering presence allows us a vantage point on perspective. Day will come again, the night will repeat. And yet, by tuning in with our imagination, we can connect with these vast processes that circle above us, something bigger and older than we can fully comprehend. If you close your eyes and conjure the faint silver light shining on dew in a meadow or sparkling across a quiet lake, you might sense the delicate interplay that has guided love's patterns for ages. Imagine tiny ripples drifting up from the shore under the moonlight, representing the cyclical nature of tides, the repeated pulse of our oceans, the impetus for coastal life to evolve. These dreamy reflections might lead you toward a deeper calm, a velvety sense of serenity that invites you to let your guard down and simply rest. The moon, in its unremitted and ease, through each meteor impact etched upon its face, the moon endured. Through the drifting away that it enacted, the moon endured. Through each phase observed, the moon endured. The words of the sea, ease, ease, ease. Let that realization, let that better realization nestle quietly in you. A gentle reminder of stability, even amid change. And now, as we wind down our narrative, we gather these gentle truths into a soft resting place. The moon, a steadfast companion, was forged in primordial collision billions of years ago, and has since tempered at Earth's tilt, drawing forth the rhythmic breath of our tides, and illuminating its subtle luster. It continues in a locked dance with our orbit, showing one face perpetually, as though gazing upon us through the long arcs of time. Ancient craters, silent seas, and softly drifting dust preserve a story of cosmic events that shaped our world's evolution, guiding the formation of life's earliest possibilities upon the shores of a younger Earth. With each passing year, it marks the flow of days in gentle phases, from crescent to half, and from gibbous to full, guiding us to contemplate cycles of renewal and letting go. And as it continues its minuscule retreat, moving farther away by centimeters each year, it still remains a loyal sentinel, shaping our stabilizing the globe, and offering a quiet radiance in the darkness. The knowledge of this enduring presence, free of urgency, is something we can cradle in our own hearts as we nestle into rest. Let these images fade, replaced by the refuge of warm quiet. Feel the release of any lingering tension, and let the slow rhythm of your breathing lull you float towards sleep. The moon's watch is gentle, and his silver companion shining high above earthly care. So let the glow guide your journey into peaceful slumber. Thank you for joining this troubled exploration of the moon's role in our cosmic neighborhood. May the calm we've shared lead into a deeper rest, and may the quiet move waves under moonlight linger in your dreams. Good night, and may you find soothing rest as the moon continues its gentle presence overhead.